Well, hello guys, and welcome back to Weybourne Junction. So today's video is just going to be a brief update, as best as I can. I'll try and keep it as brief as possible. And as I promised in the last video, I will be doing a running session with my new locos to the fleet. Of course, you know, my 2A4s, my HST, and yeah, it goes on. Also, I will be running some of the older stock I have. Not the older stock, but the stock that you probably haven't seen much, maybe like the Coronation Scott or the 66 or even Mallard in Garter Blue. But yeah, that's sort of the plan for this video. I am sorry this is quite a late video, because in the last video I promised that I would be quite quick on getting a running session video out, but I've sort of been busy doing stuff on the layout. And also with this whole isolation thing, I've been doing schoolwork at home, and you know, it's just all, yeah. So I think we'll get on with the sort of brief update. So the first thing really to point out is this. So as you can see, if you've been viewing this channel for a while, you will know that this is my freight yard. It's 6 roads. You know, not in diameter, but you know, it's six roads in width, and well, they're all long. And basically, what has changed? This point has been moved forward, as you can probably tell if you've been viewing this channel for long, because they were sort of all aligned. This has been moved forward for reasons, but I'll get onto that in a minute. And also, you will notice there's a new point here coming off the reception and splits. Now I'll sort of explain what did go on, because basically my dad had the idea, since we've got this freight reception here, and then over here we have the reception for the depot or Weybourne, and my dad had the idea, why don't you just connect them, and you know, maybe make it sort of an abandoned like line, so not many things get put down there or go up and down the line. Maybe an 08 or a shunter goes from the depot over here into the freight yard. And to be honest, I toyed with the idea a lot. I did really like the idea, because I do sort of like abandoned lines which aren't used much, and sort of the idea was, if you've ever been to Shoebury, there's the MOD. And if you've been lucky to go in there, you would have noticed that basically all the track there is just abandoned. Like nothing goes in there. I think there used to be 220s going there with the nuclear flask train. I think there'll probably be 68s now, because the 20s have all left DRS, as far as I know. But yeah, it's very rare to see them go in. But that was sort of the idea my dad had, and I really did like the idea. But the problem is it sort of gave me less room here to have a goods shed. As you can see, this isn't a goods shed I'm going to use. This is just Hornby's, you know, sort of goods shed. It's a good shed for, you know, a train set like the Hornby track mat, but for this layout I would like something more lengthy. But also, without the line going along, gives me more room to make a scene with all the trucks and lorries and stuff. And basically my plan is from the car park here, it will sort of travel over here, and what I'm planning to do is make it so trucks have to travel a little bit down the track to then cross, and there's room. Now you're probably wondering, Lloyd, what's this siding for? Now basically my plan is when I've decided what goods shed I would like. Now I would like a resin one, maybe by Bachmann Syncraft or Hornby Scaldale. Not sure yet, still trying to decide, but I'm hoping to get one sort of like this, in the way that it's got a big wall here. Reason is this line will eventually buffer up to here, and basically I'm going to make a cattle stage. I would say also a coal stage, but I think I would be bringing, it would be too much, if that makes sense. And you're probably wondering, why don't you put it over there on the back line? There's loads of room. There's loads of room all along here when there's not junk. And you could also put the line in. Now the thing is, when I built this yard at first, that was sort of the plan. But I slowly realised, goods shed there, you're not really going to see the trucks, and you know, the scene maybe sort of in there. You won't see the, if sort of hard to explain, but I hope you get my point. And the thing is, I don't want it to block the view of, you know, engines coming off their trains, shunting into the head shunt and being blocked by a massive goods shed. As I say, I could put it there, but I would rather not, because Weybourne's going to have enough scenery and stuff there already, and it would just be a bit congested. So I think over here's the best space. If you haven't realised already, another sort of thing that's happened is here, this corner. Now, as I say, if you've been viewing this channel for a while, you would have noticed that there were points in there. There was two normal, I think, left hand points and a freeway. Now, basically, that was a plan. And if you, as I say, if you've been viewing the channel for a long time, this used to be my coach sidings. It did work, but the thing was, I was pushing it very far in the space, and I mean pushing it very far. I had, I think, 4 roads on here, and I had to put an extra bit in here just to get the 4th siding in. And as I say, I was pushing it way too far. I could just about get a full coach train in every siding. When I mean just about, I mean just about. I mean, honestly, it was not even millimetres between each coach at the ends, at the point. So really the best way would have been 3, and that would have only given me 2 sets, or two sets of 6 coach train. Yeah, as you've probably realised, my station platforms, which now I do have platforms, as I've probably said in the last video, they are built for 6 coaches. That's it, 6 coaches and a loco, and that's all there is to squeeze in. As you can see there, if you can sort of count behind the HIA wagons, there is a 7 coach train there in at the moment, with the B1, 1, 2, 3 on the front, and that fits. 7 coaches does fit, and the loco is hanging out the platform just about. I mean, the buffer is just at the end of the ramp, so you can fit quite a long train in there, which is good. Now that is the Flying Scotsman set, well, not the set, but 6 of the coaches, I think, 6 or 5. 6 of them are the Scotsman ones. Some of them are missing the headboards and stuff, which I do need to fix. There is a buffet car in there as well, which weren't in the set, but I would like to fit headboards to, and I could have the Flying Scotsman service, which would be pulled by various BR locomotives like my A4s and my Blue Scotsman, which was what came with the set. And as you know, I've got the Northumbrian now, so I'd have 2 full named trains, which would be quite cool. And yeah, as I say, so Kimberley Road isn't going to be a thing anymore. I know it's disappointing, but the thing is, the plan was to actually extend this board, well, not actually have this shelf, but have a new board which extended out quite a bit for the TMD. Would have been quite cool, because it was sort of a small TMD and would have made some fun, not fun, but some quite nice movements that you could do. But the truth is, I was pushing it, especially with the new board here, which of course makes these really nice curves. I was pushing it way too far in room. And also, I'll get onto another point in a minute. Also, saying else, just a little feature, McDonald's stirring sticks. Whenever you go to McDonald's, honestly get them. They're so useful, and you know, and these under here are all to level out the track. And honestly, you paint them so they disguise, and they're amazing. Honestly, really recommend to just get a load when you go to McDonald's. Of course, not at the moment with this whole isolation thing. And I do hope everyone is staying home and is safe. And yeah, but yeah, Kimberley Road isn't a thing, and won't be a thing for a while. My hopeful plan, or my plan, I really do hope would be to, when the coach sidings are maybe built, I have had plans or ideas to put a TMD with that. So I think Kimberley would move to there, and the sidings, the coach signs, would also be called Kimberley something. But basically that's the main updates for the track. Nothing else has really changed. As I say, this point's moved forward. And this is good for good reason, because when we look over here, there's point levers. Now, if you've been an avid viewer of this channel, you would have realised I've not had point levers since the beginning of this layout, and now I do. Now, these are honestly an amazing kit. They are made by Modratech. Now, this is an Australian company, and it seems to be the only company in the entire world which make these like a kit like this. So easy to put together. My dad helped with putting this together. We've got 3 points wired up at the moment, just to be, you know, test and get the hang of making sure they work properly. Now, this kit is, well, I love it. This isn't the lockable one, so this isn't exactly realistic, because in real life you have the little lever at the back. Sorry I keep moving the camera, but yeah, apologies for that. But in real life you have the lever at the back which you pull to unlock the lever, and then you can yank it over. These I don't need, but Modratech do make a kit with that little lever, but they are made for using micro switches, so they're electrical, sort of the electrical version of these. Now, these are fully mechanical. All of them are just wires, and honestly they're an amazing kit. I have to say thanks to my dad, because he's sort of done these 3 points, so not all by himself. I was here to help, but I was a bit stupid and didn't really understand how they worked. But at the moment I've got the two furthest switches, which switch the crossover over there. I don't know if you can see that, let me zoom in. But when I switch them over, they do switch over. Only problem with them at the moment is with the lever and the cables. When you pull them like that, they pull too far on the tie bar, and it is causing stuff to derail, especially my HIA wagons, which is starting to really annoy me. But I guess I just have to live with that. But for the time being, we are going to sit and sort of just fiddle around trying to make them a lot less forceful. And also, if you have noticed, I've put 2 of them together, so it's an easy one finger operation to do the switch. These 2 I do plan to be signals, hopefully the DAPL ones, the electrical ones, and we're going to figure out hopefully a way to that. This one is the freight reception, which you probably can't see from here, but it is the freight reception. This one will be the signal for the freight reception. These 6 are all going to be the freight yard. Now you're probably thinking, well, where's all the other points? Now basically the idea is this is going to be North Box. This will be Weybourne Junction North Box, and over here is going to be South Box. Now, as I said, Kimberley Road, if that got built, there would be no room to stand at South Box. And basically, South Box will control the south side of the station and the whole depot at Weybourne. And North Box is going to control all of North Box and the whole freight yard, which is quite cool. And basically I have an idea to hide this. Basically what I'm going to do is make it sort of a massive grain barn, which will be quite nice. And hopefully out of one of the doors at the back I'm going to have a tractor. I don't know if Oxford Rail make some nice modern day tractors. I don't want them too modern. I'd probably have, you know, a John Deere 7930 or a New Holland T7030. 7810 would be quite nice, them legendary John Deeres, but I'll have to see what I can get. But sort of that's the main updates for the layout. But as I said, this point has been moved because of this system. Basically underneath the board, where this new board has been connected to the 3 old boards, this is where all the structural supports are. And basically my dad and me don't really want to drill a deep hole for it all to put in this point system. So basically we decided to just move this point forward, and now we are able to drill. I think I've drilled this one already, but we haven't done it. And to be honest, this isn't a bad thing, because it does give me 2 longer sidings that I didn't have. Because the longest 2 sidings are the 2 back ones, I think. I could be wrong there, but I think they are the 2 longest. But these are now quite long. And this siding, as I say, will be connected right up to the shed, but I'm not sure what shed I'm getting, or good shed. And this will actually be quite cool, because it will also give me a road to be able to shunt full trains into and arrange or sort them ready for the train to depart the yard, or be pulled into the station where a loco will shunt up to it. And well, basically that's really handy, to be honest. So one thing with this yard is I've never been able to have a siding specifically for arranging trains. This isn't specifically for it, this is for really the cattle stage. But I think mainly it will be used for arranging trains, which will be really useful. So basically, that's all there is for the update. So we'll move on to the running session. I do hope you enjoy, and I will speak to you after the running session. Really hope you enjoy the new locos to the fleet. And yeah, so see you in a minute. Hey guys, really sorry for this interruption of the video, but I just wanted to say the running session that will literally be coming up in a minute after this sort of what do you call it, interruption. I just wanted to say the video is going to be in 2 parts, for the reason of that I don't want to make it like the last video, because the last video was a very lengthy video and I don't really want to make it this video too lengthy. But also I just wanted to say thanks to my really close and best friend Otis. He's helped me film a lot of the running session in this, but a lot of the running was filmed before Corona. So I just wanted to say a big shout out to him for helping, because surprisingly it's helped quite a lot and made it a lot easier to film. But yeah, I just wanted to say a big shout out. Some of the stuff that you will see in this video is filmed by me, just by me. But yeah, I just wanted to say a big shout out to him, so he really did help. And to be honest, I'd forgotten about the footage. But, well, you're going to see it now. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. Well guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, especially with the update with the new changes and basically upgrades to the layout, and especially the running session with my new locomotives and just the stock you probably haven't seen much. And yeah, I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. I do really enjoy making them. I know they're not the greatest videos ever, but I do enjoy filming and running the trains for your benefit or your joy. And yeah, with the isolation at the moment, you know, the virus, I really hope everyone's staying safe and keeping indoors, because we don't want to make this situation any worse. It's not good anyway, so please keep indoors and, you know, try and entertain yourself. I know it's hard for certain people, but if you've got a model railway, just crack on, really, like what I'm doing. Just try and get stuff done, because even though it's a bad situation, we should use it to our advantage. So you know, but please go and like and subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already, and I will catch you next time.